So it's that cozy weather season and you probably want to make some soup, but you realize you don't have any broth or stock as a base to use for that. Well, you don't have to run out. It's okay. You can make it at home. And I'm also going to show you one of my favorite soups. It's this creamy mushroom umami flavor packed soup. It's a good comfort soup and it's pretty simple to make. So traditionally, most broth bases, you're going to be using like a chicken stock or a beef stock. And a lot of times you use the bones or the just leftover bits. You kind of cook it in some water to pull out some of the fats, the flavors, maybe a little of the collagen to help thicken things up. But I don't think a lot of people have that stuff just lying around. So we're going to use mushrooms as a base for this. And you just want to make sure you flavor this well. So we got some carrots, garlic, you can throw in some onion. A lot of people like to use celery as well, but I know that could be hit or miss for some. You're gonna dump this stuff after you're done cooking it, so it doesn't have to be chopped up perfectly, but I will say make sure you wash everything before. Since it's gonna be boiling and reducing down, you just don't want whatever grime there might have been in the supermarket just kind of floating around in your broth. And yes, those are whole garlic cloves, including the skin or the paper. You're gonna find that with onion as well, you get a lot of flavor when you just kind of cook that in some water. And like I said, mushrooms are the base here. I have a big thing of dried mushrooms I got from Costco. You can definitely save a lot of money by doing that. So I suggest you stock up. So that just goes onto the stove until it reduces down. I like things to go down to about halfway from where I initially filled it. You can do it as long as you want. The longer, the more intense the flavor is going to be. So if you don't want something too flavorful, you can do it a little lighter, but then it's kind of like, what's the point? I'm just going to let this boil as I prep everything else. It should come to a boil. You should start to smell things. You can add in some other aromatics in there, maybe some thyme or rosemary. And once that's done, you're going to prep the onions and the mushrooms from here. We're chopping these up so that way they are small enough and cook evenly. I'm going to blend this together so they don't have to be perfect. You want to saute those until they start to get a little translucent and soften up a lot. From there, we're going to check to see if our pot has reduced down to a good amount. It looks like it has. So from here, sift it out. I used this, I don't even know what it's called. I think it's really for pasta, but that way I can easily just drain the extra bits. And now I just have this beautiful mushroom broth that I'm going to use for a few other things as well. So it's good to have a lot. Adding this to the mushroom and onions, also going to throw in some garlic cloves, some thyme, parsley, rosemary, and I'm adding in some coconut milk now as well. Because everything's already cooked, this doesn't have to go for much longer. Set it to the side so it can cool. Make sure you take out any of your big herbs. And we're bringing this right to the blender. I still like my soup to be a little bit chunky, so I'm going to make sure to save some on the side. That way I can add that towards the end when I'm ready to actually eat it. Do you eat soup? Eat it, drink it? Not really sure. So I let this cool down until it's pretty cool. I don't like to blend hot liquids. It creates a lot of steam and pressure and you don't want a big explosion in your kitchen. And I'm also kind of concerned with microplastics. When you're putting heated liquids into plastic materials, you don't know what's leaching from the plastic into it. Even though Vitamix is a good brand and they tend to have BPA free, I'm just going to be a little extra cautious. Blending it together, storing that in the fridge in a bigger container. And then when I want some, I'm just going to reheat it on the stovetop. You can microwave it too if you want. And I'm adding in some of those chunky mushrooms. And there you have it. 2 for 1. Not only did you get mushroom soup, but you also got a good base you can use for any other soup you want. I even used it to do some like hot pot the other day and also to just help season up my quinoa. Now that the weather's getting cold, it's a good thing to keep in the fridge. That way you can just heat it up real quick. And this is one of the recipes in my cookbook, but in general, just try to eat a lot more whole foods. If you need any help with that, I have a free little cheat sheet for you. It's like a shopping grocery list that you can take with you. It's really just there to make your life a little easier. A lot of people already spend a lot of time grocery shopping. I'm normally in within like 5 to 10 minutes because I know exactly what I need. I go in, I'm like, okay, I need this veggie, this carb, and maybe I need to get that protein because I ran out. And I just pick something from my mental checklist. Hopefully start to help you build that reflex. So over time, you won't really even have to think about what you need. You can just go in and just kind of eye stuff and pick it and get out of the grocery store as quick as possible. If you want that, I'll email it to you. It's on my website or link below. Peace.